Are you interested in taking a class on CreativeLive? Or perhaps you've heard of MasterClass, or maybe you're interested in studying on Lynda.com. Hi there, my name is Brian Collins and I've taken a number of classes on all three of these sites. In this video, I'm going to explain what classes I took and how you can figure out which one of these is best for you. Why even use Lynda.com or MasterClass or CreativeLive? Can't you just learn these skills by reading a book? And the answer is, of course you can. And you could even take a traditional class in a classroom environment. However, learning online is fantastic because you can solve particular problems or learn particular skills that will help you improve your craft. I like to take one lesson from one class once a day because I feel like it helps me improve my skills. What's more, I like to watch these lessons at lunch over a cup of tea or while I'm commuting by using one of the mobile apps because it helps me turn wasted time into useful time. The other great thing about these classes is you get access to instructors who you normally wouldn't have access to, and that's something I'm going to get into. I've been a member of MasterClass for over a year now. I've taken masterclasses in writing by Malcolm Gladwell, David Mamet, Steve Martin, and so on. My key takeaway from using MasterClass for this long is that you get access to instructors that you're not going to get access to anywhere else. In other words, how else are you going to learn from the likes of Steve Martin about comedy writing? How are you going to learn from Margaret Atwood about creative writing? And how else are you going to learn from Ken Burns about documentary filmmaking? In other words, if you want to learn from creative professionals at the top of their game, then MasterClass is the place to do it. The other reason why I like MasterClass is their pricing is affordable. For €200 a year, or that equivalent price in dollars, you can access everything inside of MasterClass. Or alternatively, you can buy individual classes and get lifetime access for just under €100, or that equivalent in dollars. Much like CreativeLive, the MasterClass production values are top notch. It often involves the instructors or teachers talking straight to camera in a studio setting. You can also access all of the lessons in one place. There are downloadable PDFs and so on that you can get to support your learnings. There's also an active community forum where you can engage with other students. I joined CreativeLive a couple of months ago and I've taken a couple of different classes on CreativeLive. The course I most recently completed was Vlog Like a Boss by Amy Landino. Much like MasterClass, their production values are top notch. In the case of this CreativeLive class, Amy speaks directly to a studio audience, and I've taken a number of other writing classes on CreativeLive, and on those classes, the instructors also speak directly to a studio audience. Again, like MasterClass, the materials are relatively short. Most of the lessons are between 2 and 3 and 5 and 10 minutes long. Several years ago, I joined Lynda.com. It's one of the first places where I started taking classes online. Lynda.com is great, but it's really more geared towards people who are working within businesses. I joined Lynda.com because I wanted to learn Photoshop, and they have lots of different Photoshop classes. I also wanted to learn the basics of WordPress development. It turned out I didn't need to know some of those skills to start a blog, but Lynda.com is a good place to start if you're looking to improve your business-orientated skills. That said, for me and for writers, I would recommend using MasterClass because you get access to quality instructors like Malcolm Gladwell and David Mamet and so on. And I would also recommend CreativeLive because you get access to online entrepreneurs who may be doing something that you're trying to achieve, like Ramit Sethi. And there's also lots of writing classes such as Wired for Story. If you want to learn other secondary skills, which you could use for blogging and so on, Lynda.com is an okay choice too. But these days, I mostly use MasterClass and CreativeLive. So if you want to learn from creative professionals, from writers and artists at the top of their game, then I recommend MasterClass. Even as I was recording this video, they just recently added a new series of classes by Margaret Atwood. And if you're looking for a writing class on CreativeLive, then I'd recommend Wired for Story. Finally, if you're working within a business and you want to improve your business skills, such as using Photoshop or Excel, then Lynda.com is an affordable place to start. Simply ask yourself, what problem are you trying to solve, or what skill are you trying to improve? Then look on any one of these online learning platforms and you'll be able to find a course and an instructor who will help you do just that.